Some people can't handle losing the one they love, and when that love turns into obsession, the results can be terrifying. This is the story of Joseph Paul DeWise, a man who went from a desperate husband to a cold-blooded killer, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake.
Life.
I'm driving and I'm crying. I don't want to go without you. I'm sorry. I will do better. I promise.
For months, Paul's marriage to Lauren had been falling apart. While she was ready to move on, he refused to let go.
Lauren's relationship problems, but also Paul's dark tendency of self-hatred.
I have no excuse for what happened last night. I am a very bad person for you right now. I hate myself. I do not deserve you. I have no reason to be loved by you or the kids. I ruined everything. You deserve someone way.
He bombarded her with texts, voice messages, and desperate pleas. He stalked her, tracked her location, and even involved their children in his emotional manipulation.
His children convincing them that he had done nothing wrong, even going as far as recording these statements to show Lauren later on.
How do you feel about what happened with Lauren?
I'm angry and sad, and I don't know.
I'm upset. I'm mad. I don't understand. It's overwhelming. The only damage that I feel that has been done by is honestly Lauren. I mean, everything was fine until she decided that she wanted to do what she did.
Was it my fault? Was I a bad husband to Lauren? No. Are you glad it's just going to be me, you, Joe, and no? Why?
Because Mama moved away.
Yeah.
But when he discovered she had started dating again, his love turned into rage.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Paul would go on to take Lauren's phone, texting Kevin an array of angry messages. However, eventually, Lauren would escape the situation.
My wife, last night I caught Lauren making out with this man in her car outside of a bar. She is the best liar I have ever known.
Paul had turned to retaliation.
Yes, I've been drinking. I'm having beer. But I'm not wasted. I'm very upset. I put up with this shit for years. I didn't realize it because I was blind. And that's what this is about. And I'm angry. And my children are angry. And my baby's angry. And it's hard for me to live with. It's very difficult. It's all about shutting you down. But in Bozeman, there's all these young 30-somethings with tons of money that Lauren's chasing. She loves that. And she's going to step up from me and our family and get ahead. I'm angry. I don't want her to keep her job. I would like to protect the community from her. I'm sure I will be an outcast now because, who tells the truth anymore, right?
On January 6, 2018, Paul made his final move.
First, Paul can be seen on CCTV at the town pump gas station at 12:34 a.m. Additionally, Paul would take a photo from his phone minutes after. While blurry, this photo shows Lauren's current home in the distance, as well as a GPS tracking device inside the vehicle. Following this photo, Paul would send a final text message saying, "I know I'm not supposed to text you now, but I can't sleep. Please, please, please come home. I miss you and love you so much. Please, I love you. We all do. Please just come."
In the middle of the night, he broke into Lauren's house and opened fire.
Come home, please.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Idaho Street, Belgrade. The next door neighbor, she just came over in barracks and said somebody shot her roommate.
Did this just happen?
Yeah, she said it just happened. She needs ambulance and police.
Okay, where is the person that shot the neighbor?
Who shot? Who shot? The guy's name was Paul DeWise.
So Paul DeWise is the one that shot the person?
That's what she said, yes. She said her roommate Ashley is the one that's still alive.
Do we know where Paul is now?
She doesn't know if he's still in the house. That's why she ran.
Okay. All right. Is Ashley bleeding seriously?
Was she bleeding seriously? Yes. She said yes.
Okay.
Lauren was found dead in her bedroom, and her roommate Ashley was barely clinging to life. The horror of what had just happened sent neighbors running to call 911.
Where are we at? What's going on? I stayed at a friend's last night, and I just came in and I saw that my back door had been broken in, so I went to the back and I could see footsteps in the snow, so I ran up to my room to see if my roommate was okay. I have 2 roommates.
Okay.
One of them's dead, and the other one is in her room and she's still alive and she needs help, but I ran because I didn't know if he was still in the house.
Okay, so you don't know if there's somebody else in the house?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Okay.
Lauren looks like she's been in a while, but Ashley's asked me for help and I ran.
Okay.
Street for this?
Is this door open?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 2 people upstairs. Is that what you're telling me?
But Paul had vanished. As officers arrived, they found blood-stained footprints in the snow, leading away from the house. It was clear someone had fled the scene, and they weren't alone.
Going back to the timeline last night, you went to the town pump to get a 6-pack beer.
Mm-hmm.
And both of your oldest were still up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, actually, my son went with me.
oh, your son went with you. Okay. And you guys were gone from your house, that's what, gotta be 15, 20 minutes, maybe?
It's like, if you get the light, maybe it's 5 tops.
Detectives immediately started piecing together the case. And when they brought in Paul's teenage son, Joseph, for questioning, the truth came out. Joseph had been with his father that night.
Joe, help me understand. Help me understand that it was just him. Help me understand when he left. Help me understand why I can believe that you weren't there. Help me. Help me understand it. How far in the house did you go? Did you go? Did you just wait outside? No, I stayed in my house. Joe, why would he frame his own son? Why would he frame his own son, Joe? Your boots are there. Help me. Help me. Help me tell the story. Was it you or him? Tell me. It was him. It was him? How do you know? He was what?
He usually doesn't send me to bed.
He usually
did that time. I thought he was buried.
So he sent you to bed.
He said I love his son. He doesn't usually just
He said he loves your son.
I didn't know he was going to do this to me. My sisters. I didn't know.
Under pressure, he finally broke down and admitted everything. His father had killed Lauren. With that confession, officers had everything they needed. Paul was arrested, interrogated, and confronted with the overwhelming evidence against him. At first, he denied it, playing the heartbroken husband. But the proof was undeniable.
Trial would be a long and drawn-out process, stretching over 2 years after his arrest. During this time, he remained in the Gallatin County Detention Center, where he quickly became a problem inmate. On February 7th, roughly 1 month after his arrest, tensions escalated when Paul called out another inmate, Buckley, accusing him of being a liar. Buckley responded with a warning, "Don't disrespect me like that." But before he could say more, Paul threw a punch, hitting Buckley in the face and sparking a full-blown fistfight. Paul would be charged with assault following the fight, only adding to the array of charges against him. Paul would eventually meet his fate on February 4th, 2020, nearly 2 years.
After years of legal battles, Paul was sentenced to 220 years in prison. Lauren's death was a tragedy that never should have happened. A man obsessed with control, a love that turned into hate. This was the devastating result. What do you think? Was this fate inevitable? Or could someone have stopped Paul before it was too late? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.